Alright, today we're gonna work on this on the truck here on the F100 and do the transmission. So this has got that 3-speed manual in it, top loader deal. So first thing we're gonna do is figure out what size that drain bolt is right there. Once we figure that thing out, then we'll go ahead and put a wrench on her and get that going. Or started and everything, but up here is the fill bolt, so that's the first one we'll take out. I think it's the same size as the bottom one, but anyway, we'll figure out what size each of those are, get a wrench on them, start at the top so we got air going in, and also so we can make sure we can fill it back up, and then we'll drain the bottom out. But before I can do any of that, I gotta clean all this red clay and junk and stuff off of here. So I'll do some cleaning, make some mess, then get a wrench on here and get this thing going. So as usual, if you want to keep track of how the truck's coming and when we're going to get it back on the road and what we're going to do with it once we get it there, then please subscribe and come back and stay up to date on the progress as we continue to work on this. So here we go. I'm going to dive into the transmission fluid change. Okay, as you can see, I have scraped off a lot of the dirt. There's still more there. The main thing I was trying to do is get the dirt from right around the that fill bolt up there. The other thing you can probably see, if I get a little closer, is that those are square. They're not hex head bolts. They're square. So I ended up using the 5/8 on those. You got to use the open end, and that actually started moving. So I'm gonna go ahead and start backing that out. Once I get that one all the way out, then I'm gonna go ahead and get this one, which you can see is also square and looks to be the same size. So anyway, all right, so there it is. Definitely looking black coming out of there. No clue last time that was changed, but draining it all out, and I'll show you the drain bolt up on the bench where you can see it better. But success, got it out. Fluid's coming out. We'll let her drain for a little while, and then put that one back in, the drain bolt back in, and then start setting up our pump and everything to pump the new oil back in. All right, there's the drain bolt. You can see, pretty gunky looking, so I'll go ahead and clean that off. Before I wipe my finger from just moving it over here, and it's definitely black. So anyway, we'll clean that off and see what it looks like underneath, and see if we see any chunks or anything else. We get to work on that. All right, so I cleaned this off. That's what it actually looks like without all the junk on it. So I will tell you that if you look at all the stuff that came there, I put degreaser on it and stuff, but you can kind of pick out, there are some metal little flakes in there. I can see them sticking off these two magnets. I've tried to clean off the best I can, but you can probably still see a little bit left on there. Degreaser is not demagnetizer, so like I said, I did the best I could, shoved a paper towel down in there, used a screwdriver, everything else. But anyway, that's what it was. It's all the junk that came out of it. That's some of the biggest power right there. So anyway, we'll get some better fluid in there, or gear oil, and it'll be better off. But that's it. So now we're going to put that back in and start the process of refill. All right, so got this set up down here. So you can see what I'm using, just some generic stuff. This brand, I guess, from O'Reilly's. That's where I grabbed this, but I got my pump set up right here. And then you come over here, and you can see where I've got the hose shoved in there, and this one has like some little clips on it to help hold it. So basically this is all set up right here, and then I am just going to start pumping away on this thing until fluid starts coming out of that hole. And once that happens, then I'll put the bolt back in and tighten her down, and that'll be it. So anyway, I'll start putting this in, and we'll see how that goes. But should just have to pump this thing and it'll be all set. Okay, so went ahead and topped that off, like I said. Filled that up until it started coming back out the top. And there you can see the bottom one is back in as well. So obviously put the bottom one in first, then filled it up, and then put the top one in. So everything is buttoned all back up. Truck doesn't run right this minute, so I can't go test drive it, but normally I would. Regardless, I know there's all new fluid in there. It isn't black, it's full synthetic 7590 stuff, so definitely should run a little better, less friction, and it'll feel better when we get it out on the road again. So still waiting on a wiring harness so I can do that. But anyway, that's all there is on this one. Please remember to subscribe so you can come back when we post new content on any of the three of our cars, or even maybe one day some of that two-wheel stuff there on that Yamaha sitting in the middle. So anyway, all done on the manual transmission gear oil change. Pretty simple one, but we'll move on to the next task.